24/7 here. Happy holidays, specifically happy Thanksgiving today. I hope everyone's gonna enjoy at least the football today and some of the food. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the food, but that's okay. We're here to talk about WrestleMania 22. Now, I know I said I was gonna film this yesterday, but I was so tired and exhausted yesterday. I got new glasses, so yeah, get used to seeing me with new glasses that aren't, glued in together and down the center. But yeah, WrestleMania 22. I like this show. I like this show quite a bit, actually. It wasn't amazing, but it was very, 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 very good. Like, if it wasn't for like 2 matches on the show, it could be a top 5, top 10 Mania dead serious. Let's start with the opening match. Big Show and Kane, but in the World Tag Team Championships against Carlito and Chris Masters. I remember this pairing. This was an okay opening match. It wasn't anything spectacular, but I definitely enjoyed this. But yeah, it was only like 7 minutes long. Fun fact: this is Big Show's first WrestleMania victory. Of course, he didn't get the pin in this match. That would wait till WrestleMania 26. But yeah, this was an okay opening match. Nothing really to say about it other than it was just okay. I like the team of Big Show and Kane. I think they're actually a really good tag team. Yeah, Chris Masters. I like Chris Masters. I thought he was pretty cool. Carlito's great. I'm excited to watch Carlito at Survivor Series. Speaking of which, I hate his theme song. But his new theme song is garbage. Oh, it's so bad. I don't know what happened. My browser just popped up. That was so dumb. I guess it didn't want me to talk about this show, I guess. Sure. Next was the Money in the Bank ladder match. Rob Van Dam, Bobby Lashley, Finlay, Matt Hardy, Ric Flair, and Shelton Benjamin, who was Intercontinental Champion again. In the hell. But yeah, this was a really good match. I don't know if it was good as the one from WrestleMania 21, but this is still a very, very good match. It felt small, but it was the same amount of people as the first one. Like, I don't know, this one just felt smaller to me. I don't know. There were a bunch of high spots. Shelton Benjamin had the ladder draped over the top rope, ran up it, did a front flip over it because he's fucking great. He's like the MVP of these matches. He's amazing. He's in like what, 6 of them or something. Never won one. I think he should have. I agree with Zach when we say Shelton Benjamin deserved at least a world title run. But yeah, Ric Flair took a superplex off the fucking ladder. I have the video saved on my phone. But yeah, that's crazy to me. Like, he took it all on his side too. And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. My dad was talking to my dad about it. He's like, oh yeah, Finlay, and he was trying to show my uncle Finlay uses shillelagh. And yeah, that was really cool. RVD ends up picking the win. Is Mr. Money in the Bank. His custom briefcase is one of my absolute favorites, by the way. I absolutely love his briefcase. And then he would cash it in at One Night Stand against John Cena. And yeah, it would be a pretty good year. Also, Rob Van Dam would be 3-0 at WrestleMania. So let's see if he continues the streak next WrestleMania. But yeah, it's a good show. Next is one of my least favorite matches. Probably, if it wasn't for a thing I'm not going to talk about, it's of the matches on the card, this is my least favorite. JBL takes on Chris Benoit for the United States Championship. JBL is accompanied by Jillian, who was one of the worst women's champions of all time. It was an okay match. I felt like this match should have been a lot better between these two guys, because I like the JBL character, and Chris Benoit matches tend to be good. But this was just not hitting anything for me. Wasn't anything special. just an okay match, just like a standard match between these two. Benoit has the crossface in, JBL rolls over, grabs the rope, picks up the win, is your brand new United States champion. I don't know, it was okay. Um, it wasn't like amazing or anything, but it was good. Next, we get to the best match on this card, which is saying quite a bit because there are a lot of really great and fun matches on this card. Edge with Lita taking on Mick Foley. So it's just Edge versus Mick Foley. This is the first time we see Edge with Lita at a WrestleMania, so that was cool. This was a hardcore match, and oh my god, this match was brutal. It wasn't as brutal as the death match we saw recently at Full Gear. If you haven't checked out my review for Full Gear, shameless plug, go watch it. There'll be a link in the description of this video for that review, so go check that out. I would really appreciate it. But this is such a brutal match. This was very, very, very good. There were a lot of spots in this match. Holy crap. They were falling on the outside. Mick Foley took a nasty bump where Edge threw him into the stairs. And usually stairs don't look that brutal. Foley took his entire back into it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Mick Foley, stop killing yourselves for us, please. Yeah. But yeah. They brought out the barbed wire baseball bat. Edge's arm was bleeding. It was nuts. Edge was bleeding in this match, and holy crap. Edge didn't bleed often, so it was super weird. Foley, we're always seeing Mick Foley bleed. That's nothing really special. But yeah, like, this match was brutal. Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous, but in like the best way ever. Like, you could tell, like, Mick Foley was trying to have his WrestleMania moment, and would it have been cool to see Foley win? Absolutely, but this was not Foley's match to win. This was a match to boost Edge up. Yeah, this... We all know the ending of this match where Lita has the table, pours... So Foley puts lighter fluid on the table. Lita comes and hits him with the barbed wire bat. She puts more on, lights the table on fire. Foley's on the apron. Edge spears him. 1, 2, 3. You just hear Joey Styles go, "Oh my god!" It was great. I love Joey Styles. But this was such a great, great, and brutal match. It was brutal, but it kind of did the same thing for Edge that Foley did for Orton, like 2 years earlier. So yeah, that was really, really awesome. Edge was kind of upset that he didn't get to be, like, in the main event. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have the best match in the card. And he did. Apparently, I don't know how true this is. Apparently, Edge went into shock after this match. After taking that table bomb, like, holy shit. Like, you could tell, like, he was shaking, like, afterwards. This was so great. Yeah, it was such a great match. I forget I'm getting star ratings. Um, I'd say the opening match gets 2 stars. The latter match gets 4 stars. The JBL match gets 2 stars. Nah, I'll give, yeah. This gets 5. The hardcore match gets 5 stars. Next, Booker T and Sharmell take the Boogeyman in a handicap match. I hated this match. Actually, this is the worst match on the card. I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry. It was like 3 minutes. Boogeyman kissed Charmel with a mouthful of words, with respect to her for taking that. She gets a Hall of Fame spot for taking that, like, gross. He hits a falling chokeslam on Booker T for the win. I give it half a star. This is not very good. Sucks. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the Boogeyman would, like, have a surgery a little bit before, so that's why the match was short. I don't remember why what happened to him. I can look it up. But yeah, this match wasn't bad. It wasn't. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, he had a bicep tear. Okay, yeah. So he tore his bicep during the match, which, sucks, but, like, next, and I finally get to talk about this match, because this is a match I've been kind of hesitant on, like, how do I want to talk about this match? Because the match is great. It's Trish Stratus defending the WWE Women's Championship against Mickie James. So this is when Mickie James was in her, like, pseudo stalker, lover, lesbian thing. It was weird. Like, yeah, I was just checking, like, yeah. It was, she was psychotic. Yeah, and and the crowd was cheering Mickie James, which I don't know how to feel about that. Like, this was 2006, so this was the year of DX, so I don't know, man. But yeah, this match was very good. This is, I can truly say, and I finally can't believe I get to say this, the first great women's match at WrestleMania. Like, this would be the standard for, like, women's matches until, like, WrestleMania 10 years later. They kind of botched the ending. I think it was cut from the network, I think. They cut a couple things from the ending of this match. Like, they tried hitting a Stratisfaction. They failed. But then... So this is the part I'm kind of worried to talk about. She's going for the Stratisfaction. Mickie James grabs her. And then does the thing I'm not gonna say, because I don't want to get this video demonetized. Sorry. You know, like, everyone knows, like, this spot. Like, I think. Like, if you don't, look it up. I'm not gonna talk about it more. Hits the chick kick on Trish Stratus to win. Yeah, the crowd was very pumped for this one, and this was huge for Mickie James. Like, she went in. I think around this time, Zack and Eric could absolutely correct me if I'm wrong. That Mickie James was. I don't think anyone really expected Mickie James to actually win this match, but she did, and she looked like a psychotic freak, and it was great. And I think she would hold it till like June. So yeah, this was really cool. Next, somehow, The Undertaker's only casket match at WrestleMania against Mark Henry. There was, like, no build to this. Like, Mark Henry, like, put The Undertaker through a table, cost him, like, the world title, or some shit like that. Yeah, like, this match was good. It wasn't anything special, but it was absolutely not as good as the Orton match the year before, or the Batista match after, or the Edge match, or the Michaels matches, or the Triple H matches, or the Punk match. I'm just saying, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't anything special. Right, like, it was just okay. Undertaker hit a suicide dive over the casket. And it didn't look like shit. I'm like, good, we're gonna only see like 3 of those at WrestleMania that don't look like dog shit. Um, Henry looked pretty dominant. It took Undertaker a lot to get him off his feet. So yeah. Um, then Undertaker hit a tombstone on Mark Henry, which holy shit, like that's crazy. I think he did it before this, maybe, but like that was crazy to me. Like Undertaker, it was like he was tall. But I think people don't understand how strong the Undertaker is. Like he tombstone Vader in like the 90s, and then he tombstone Henry, who was a lot bigger than Vader. But yeah, rolls him in the casket. Undertaker wins 14-0. The women's match I'll give 3 stars. This I'll give 3 stars too as well. Next. Oh, Undertaker would be 14-0. From this, like I said, it was okay. Wasn't anything great, but it was still good. Next was the no holds barred match between Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon. Oh my god, so Vince got a couple of punches in here, but then the rest was just Shawn Michaels beating the shit out of him. Like, the first thing Shawn does when they actually get in the ring is take the thing, because Vince McMahon does this thing next to, he has, like, he made it into, like, a fitness magazine. He was on the cover of it. Shawn took it, smashed him over the fucking head with it. And then it's just a lot of Shawn Michaels beating the shit out of Vince McMahon, right? Like, Vince gets some things in there, but that's because Shane comes out and the Spirit Squad come out, because yes, the Spirit Squad was here. Hey, it's Dolph Ziggler. Um, uh, Shawn just kind of beats the shit out of Vince, and he teases Sweet Chin Music a couple times during this match, but then it's just like, nah, escalated violence. Runs out, grabs a chair, doinks him over the fucking head. Nah, tries to go for Sweet Chin Music again. Doesn't go for it, gets a ladder, puts Vince on the table and realizes, nah, I want to get a taller ladder. And he gets like a giant 20-foot fucking ladder, and then grabs some garbage cans, doinks Vince in the head with it, puts Vince on the trash can, puts him on the table, and the referee's very smart. He has his arm on Vince's leg to like squeeze it twice to let Vince know to brace yourself. You're gonna get elbowed through a table off a 20-foot ladder. You see Shawn jumping off ladder, hits the DX sign first, elbow drop through Vince to the table. That's an awesome spot. It's great. And then, mind you, they're just covered there. EMTs and doctors come down, try to help Vince, and Shawn Michaels, no, like, grabs Vince and tells him, I'm gonna kick your teeth down your throat. Does it, shimmies up, kicks him in the fucking face. 1, 2, 3. Michaels wins. I don't care. It's 4 stars. It's basically a long kind of squash. But yeah, this was such a fun match to watch. Seeing Shawn Michaels get his redemption after being screwed over by Vince McMahon for weeks now. Quality stuff. And finally, the main event for SmackDown. The World Heavyweight Championship as Kurt Angle, or should I say Perk Angle, because, yeah, defends against Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. World Heavyweight Championship. For Mysterio's entrance, POD performed with, did Rey Mysterio's theme song, so that was cool. Yeah. Orton comes out. Oh, I should say, during the build to this, Randy Orton says Eddie Guerrero's in hell, which is so shitty. Like, like, I forgot how tasteless that was, to be honest. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Orton said in interviews that, like, he hated saying that, and I don't blame him. Like, why the hell would you ever say anything bad about Eddie Guerrero? Like, this match was short, and I think they were cut for time because, you know, we had to get the Playboy pillow fighter. Yeah, because that couldn't be fucking cut for this match, Jesus Christ. Rey Mysterio tries hitting a 619 on Angle when, like, he's in the Angle's not, like, in the corner, he's just, like, off to the side a little bit. Like, if here's the ring, there are the corners here. Angle's, like, facing this way. Like, he's facing outside. Rey Mysterio is on the apron, runs, tries hitting a 619, fucking slips. So that's great. Angle's just hit both guys. Like, in the opening, like, 3 minutes, both guys at the same time with a German suplex. I'm like, yeah, Kurt Angle's the best. It was weird, because Kurt Angle was the World Heavyweight Champion at this point, but he didn't feel like he mattered in this match. This match felt more like Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton, because that was the story going in. Angle was just the World Champion there. He's like, fuck both of you. I'm going to be World Champion and beat the shit out of both of you then. But yeah, this is just everyone hitting their spots as fast as they could. I'm going to check, how long was this match? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, it was only wasn't even 10 minutes for a world title match at WrestleMania. Oh my god. Yeah. This. Yeah. Yeah, the Playboy Pillow fight was 7 minutes. Why couldn't you fucking cut that to make time for this? But no, Vince McMahon's weird. It was dreadful. The next match, I'm not even gonna talk about it. To be honest, dreadful. 0 stars. But this match, I'll give it. I'll give it 4 stars. They really tried to fit as much as they could in 10 minutes, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, Rey Mysterio hits the 619, then hits the West Coast Pop, which looks great, like Orton sells like he should. But yeah, this was a good match. I enjoyed this match, but like I said, the time, it felt short. Like, it really did. Like, the main event was the longest. Yeah, like, yeah, I was checking, like, yeah, it's 9 minutes, 19 seconds. Like, it's crazy. But finally, the main event. John Cena defends the WWE Championship against the Game, Triple H, who comes out in a Conan the Barbarian thing. So how did we get to this point? Well, Triple H won a tournament by defeating Big Show and Rob Van Dam in the finals to challenge for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. This is Triple H's because it was 4th straight WrestleMania where he's challenging for a world championship. And the next WrestleMania he would be at 24, which I get to talk about. He would challenge for the world championship again. He just couldn't stay out of the main event scene. Oh, and 25. Yeah. Yeah. This was an interesting match. Oh, guess who's one of the gangsters during John Cena's entrance? It's CM Punk. Guys, CM Punk's on the show. CM Punk back to WWE confirmed. This was better than I thought it would be. I've heard this match was pretty good, but I haven't watched this Mania in like years, so I was very curious to see how this match held up. And you know what? They really tried for this match, and I will give them credit. They kept my attention the whole time for this match. It was weird. The crowd was I think this is one of the first times that John Cena was straight up just booed out of the building. Because I think this is the point because he held the title since Mania 21. No, he didn't. He lost it to Edge for like 2 weeks. Because he lost it at January 6th at New Year's Revolution. Won it at the Royal Rumble later in the month. And then it just went into Mania. So yeah, people were just so upset Cena was champion again that they just cheered Triple H. And they are not ready for it, mind you. They played to that. Like, even, I love the fact that JR was just, even heard the crowd was just like, I don't know why they're booing Triple H, why they're cheering Triple H, but they could do it. Like, they acknowledged, that's so weird to see WWE, like, acknowledging, like, Triple H being cheered, even though he was the heel. And they did the babyface heel dynamic, like they played it well. But just the fact that, like, I don't think WWE's was prepared for the Cena hate at the time. Like, they kind of were just like, ah, but like they still kept up. They kept with it. This was a standard, not a standard Triple H main event. I can't say that because it was, yeah, the longest match on the card because, like I said, Triple H WrestleMania match. But honestly, I think they, like I said, they damn tried. They really fucking tried here, like keeping our attention. They just kind of did all their spots, but they did it well. And I can say this was a really good main event, honestly. Triple H intentionally like has Cena and then backs him into the corner with the referee, and then low blows both of them, which is something I don't think I've ever seen before. But yeah, then Triple H gets the sledgehammer out, and then the crowd goes nuts. Like they are so happy Triple H is getting the sledgehammer, and they think he's gonna win. Like Cena, then he gets in the ring. Cena blocks it the first time, then just gets doinked with it the second time. And then Triple H has to roll over, gets the arm over for a slow count. 1, 2, Triple H doesn't win. John Cena kicks out. Then Cena hits his whole thing. John Cena hits the FU, goes for the cover. 1, 2, Triple H kicks out. Oh my god. That's crazy. And the crowd just going, they were just, oh man. The crowd were into this, and I was surprised because this is Chicago we're talking about here, who's infamously anti-Cena. Clearly, as we learned. But honestly, yeah, like, yeah, this was a good match. I really enjoyed this one. It was weird. This was the longest match on the card. It didn't feel like it was the longest. Like, and that's one thing I kind of liked about the show, that no match overstayed itself when it felt like it was too long. In the end, John Cena hits the STFU. Yeah. Has it in for a little bit. Triple H gets to the ropes. Triple H gets in it again. Then Triple H taps out. John Cena wins. Retains the WWE Championship. What was the last time I think the last person to successfully defend the WWE Championship was Triple H at WrestleMania 2000, if I'm not wrong, because 17, Rock dropped it. 18, Jericho dropped it. No, Guerrero successfully defended it. But yeah, this is a good main event match. I'll give it 3.5, 4 stars. I really liked it. Yeah, I'll say 3.5. With John Cena, I don't, like I said, they weren't ready for the booing Cena part, but otherwise, it was good. Cena would hold the belt until One Night Stand. Yeah, because RVD announced he would cash in at One Night Stand. Yeah. And in that match, Cena would be booed even harder. But yeah, this whole WrestleMania was super good. Like, Zach and was telling me how glad he was to get to be able to watch the show again, because he loves his WrestleMania. Like, I love WrestleMania 21. But yeah, Zach and good WrestleMania. This is it's in the top 10, I think. It's up there. It's a really, really, really good show. Like I said, nothing overstays his welcome. It feels like every match, almost every match, like, yeah. You know, like, there were some good storyline payoffs and then good new storylines building through this. Yeah, this was a good match. Or a good show, I should say. Yeah, like, this is an awesome, awesome WrestleMania. And for WrestleMania called Big Time, this would be the last WrestleMania held in an arena, not a stadium, until WrestleMania 36, but that's pandemic. But yeah, I like this show. I like this show quite a bit. I like this show more than I thought. Like, I remember certain matches on this card, but like, yeah, this was a really good show. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. next time you'll see us will not be the WrestleMania 23 video, because this weekend is Survivor Series. So I will be heading over to Zacinator's place, and I will be watching that. We will do a predictions video together. It will be uploaded earlier that day, and then we will do a review of it afterwards. Yeah, so that should be good. And then after that, you will see Zacinator with WrestleMania 23. Well, that should be interesting. Battle of the Billionaires. I'm kind of curious to see Zach's reaction to Battle of the Billionaires. That main event's super good. It has a great Taker Batista match. There's some, and then Money in the Bank ladder match. Super, super good. But yeah, I've been 24/7. I will see you guys next time with more awesome wrestling content.